Yo, what up, though, man? Jose Bodega in the building.
Hey,
What's
man,
good?
What's up with it, man? It's good to fuck with you, man. Real talk. I appreciate you bringing your boy out, man.
Hey, man, I've been seeing the grind and seeing the movement, PMG in the building. You know what I'm saying? I seen the videos. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the interviews.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
getting it in. But before we get to the music, I'm going to do this a little different. Man, outside is open.
Oh, yeah, man.
But I'm going to switch it up with you. Last summer versus this summer, what is the difference?
Well, it's the businesses, you know what I'm saying? They're opening up a little more. People more so, as they like to say nowadays, outside. They outside. You know what I'm saying? they outside today. You know what I'm saying? They
For
going
sure.
out, they popping out, they hitting the clubs. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a good thing. You know, more money moving around. You know what I'm saying? With the money going, that means everything going good.
For sure. And we seeing everybody dripped up. But the crazy thing is everybody outside, businesses are doing well, but a lot of businesses are understaffed. People, you seeing people hiring left and right. Like I said, McDonald's is paying $18 an hour and can't get people to come to work. Like, why isn't anybody signing up to go get a job?
Well, you got to look at it like this. If McDonald's paying $18 an hour, but the PPP giving people $20,000, you know what I'm saying? They looking at right now like, shit, why would they work? You know what I'm saying? When they can get this loan instead. And I would hope that they are doing the right things with the money, what is out here and given to us for. But hey, you know, like my granny always say, people gonna do what's best for them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's and like speaking of money, you know what I'm saying? I coined this term earlier today, toxic femininity, where, you know, women are trying to act like us, treat us bad, got the bag. No, you can't even offer a woman a Smirnoff no more. She going to top shelf premium liquor. And not only do she don't want the regular premium liquor, she's jumping from the clear or the silver to the anejo. Like, man, my $40 don't work no more, man. Like, the toxic femininity is taking over, man. And have you witnessed it?
And like I say, money is the root to all evil. So that person that woman wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? When she's not necessarily saying she didn't have it like that, but she didn't want to be like that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Now she got what they need us for. That's what they feel like. Then they making these toys, you know what I'm saying? They knocking us out the box all the way around. You know what I'm saying? They talking about roses and all that. They knocking us out the box.
Man.
That's what they need us for. That's what they feel like.
That's what they feel.
For sure. They'll be back though.
Oh, yeah. They always come back.
They'll be back.
Because they ain't. That toy it's not gonna just replace the man or
for
what we
sure. Eventually, get what they say. The screws get a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker ain't gonna do it right, just like how they say we don't do it right after a while. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker gonna get comfortable, and they gonna come right back to us.
So you a Dallas, Texas native?
Yeah.
Your upbringing, man. Like I know with Texas, especially Dallas, it's very, very. Do I want to say territorial? But to their own, they're very territorial. Right. They see somebody like you, they get on, and then they try to diminish or defame the artist by trying to say, "Oh, they not really from here. They from here."
Well, see, they don't do that to me.
Okay.
Because one thing about me, like I ain't never lied about anything. Anything I done said, anything I done did, it's all proven facts. Like,
got you.
This, you know what I'm saying? They love me, my people anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So,
and so what area of Dallas you from?
I'm originally from Highland Hills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I done stayed everywhere. Like I say, my mama was one of them ones, like, if she seen a better deal somewhere else, or my granny, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my granny and my mom, I love them to death. If they seen somewhere else better, they gonna move. Like, it don't matter if it was a step better than where we was. You know what I'm saying? So I done stayed in every neighborhood.
Gotcha.
Damn near, you know what I'm saying? I done stayed in East Dallas, Oak Cliff, Woodtown. You know what I'm saying? I done stayed in Lancaster.
Okay.
Cedar Hill, DeSoto, you know what I'm saying? Those the better times when, you know what I'm saying, situations start to get a little better.
Okay.
You know? My mom, she was one of those ones, like I say, if she had the opportunity, if she had a dime to make it flip to where it was enough for her to pay her rent and make sure we had the basic necessities that we needed, she was gonna do that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? My grandmother too.
I know you speak of your mom and your grandmother coming from a matriarchal society, like your pops, the men in your family. Where was your pops at?
Well, my pops, he was in the Army, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I found out at first I used to be like, well, he got married after him and my mom separated.
Got you.
And I used to kind of blame, like, man, you could be a daddy for somebody else, but you can't be a daddy for us. But me growing up as a man and having a child on my own, you know what I'm saying, you realize that it don't always be the man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it do be the woman. Sometimes situations present themselves to where they just wasn't meant to be together, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to respect them for that. But luckily I had, you know what I'm saying, uncles that would, you know, pitch their advice, you know what I'm saying, and like men in my life that I had met over the times coming up that would pitch their advice that helped me get through situations. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a male figure in my life per se, but I had somebody to look towards. Like if I did need to talk about something, you know what I'm saying, I could go to.
Yeah. No, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, like I said, like I'm from Detroit.
Right.
And in my hood, I grew up on Joy Road. So the same high school T Grizzly went to, that's where I went.
Right.
And even though I was in the hood, it was kind of like a weird dynamic. You was in the hood, but like all the families, mostly in the hood, still worked at the plants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just the plants was closing, so stuff was getting bad. But living on my block, all my homies had their pops and their moms in the crib.
Right.
And so I grew up on a family-oriented block, but I was like the only friend that didn't have a pops. Even my best friend, which is my nephew, my mom and my sister pregnant at the same time.
Right.
My nephew 3 weeks older. He was 3 weeks older than me.
Right.
His pop was a crackhead and came around. I learned how to throw a baseball and catch a baseball from his dad. I'm like, damn, his dad on drugs and still finding time to be in his life.
Right.
And shit, my pops went nowhere. But luckily, kind of like you, I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So my brothers are 15, 14, 8 years older than me.
Right.
So, you know, I had them and I had my mom brothers.
Right.
But it was still that void. Like, damn, all watching my homies in the morning, dad fixing the boat and they taking his sons fishing.
Right.
And I never experienced that.
Yeah, see, that's kind of how it was for me. See, all my partners, none of us had, well, if our mom had like a boyfriend or a stepdad or something like that, but we didn't have initially our father figures there. So we kind of leaned towards each other.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And we basically made it roll that way. Like, you know, if you ain't got something, I got this, or you got this, and we all got this, and we put it together. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like a woman, being that you grew up with your mother and your grandmother, is it even possible for a woman to actually help a man become a man, though? As much as she can nurture him and teach him, but can she help him become a man?
I honestly don't feel like a woman can help a man be a man because she's not a man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? A woman can't teach you how to be a man. She can just basically teach you how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? And you learn that from seeing her go through things or seeing, you know what I'm saying, certain, like I say, situations that you look towards and you be like, damn, do I want to be like this?
Yeah.
Or do I want to be like that? So they can give you a direction and your mother gonna love you to death, you know what I'm saying? But she can't teach you how to be a man.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
So growing up, are you the only child?
No, I got 3 little sisters. I actually got 5 sisters, 2
Okay.
on my daddy's side and 3 on my mama's side, and I'm the oldest
Okay.
of all of them.
Got you.
So nothing but women.
So you was the man of the house.
Yeah, for sure.
For
And
sure.
I stood on that.
Hey, that's real. Growing up, man, how did you get introduced to hip hop? Because usually it's that male figure who introduced you to like your first rap song or the type of music that you get into. So when did you get introduced to hip hop and by who?
It was basically like I had older cousins, you know.
Gotcha.
So they would listen to the music and we would, you know what I'm saying, I go over there on the weekends, you know what I'm saying, and kick it with them, and that's like I would hear, you know, basically what they listen to, you know what I'm saying? So when I first started getting into music, like I liked people like A-Ball MJG,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, Coming Out Hard, 1993, Zero. That was one of my favorite rappers at the time. I looked up to Biggie Smalls, so you know that's my number one. I listened to Pac, but I really wasn't into Pac as much as I was into Biggie.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was always husky, so I always seen that, and I was like, yeah.
Got you.
Big fly nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Zero, is he the original Ride Wave? Is Zero the first like real Pain
Of course.
rapper? And
Of
he was
course.
singing that shit.
Of course. Like if you was feeling a certain type of way about something, you definitely was gonna go listen to that Zero. You know what I'm saying? Zero gonna put you in that mode where you be like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, the first because I ain't really when I moved here 2010. I started hearing Zero. I was like, this dude hard, but I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. Like this shit was, so, it was so damn like draining.
See, you
emotionally.
you gotta like kind of be from down south, like to feel that pain that Zero had because it came out different. You know, most of the time, like Zero, like I say, Zero, he gave you that comfort, like saying like, okay, it's somebody that might be going through something a little bit worse than me. You know what I'm saying? And helped you cope with problems. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. He more so helped the society cope with like fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? Because people tend to forget about the have-nots.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
So can we coin Zero today if ain't nobody did it before? The Godfather or the whole.
I mean, they ain't gonna.
Who else? Who else on Zero level that
ain't nobody else? But you know how society is. They ain't gonna give him the credit that's due.
But that's what we supposed to do right now. Give him his roses while here. We gon' right now. This clip is gonna be named. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I gotta give it to Zero. You know what I'm saying? He put it him, J Dog. You know what I'm saying? They more so gave us that like like I said, because I represent the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. I represent the have-nots, the people that's less fortunate.
So this clip right here gonna be Jose Bodega co-signs that Zero is the Godfather of pain music.
For sure. I'll stand on that.
Hey, we gonna say
I'll stand on that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So you introduced to music through your cousins. At what point in time did you fall in love with hip hop and you like, you know what? This is what I want to do and I'm actually good at it.
Well, like I said, I went through all the stages of rap, you know what I'm saying, where, like I said, I was more so into the freestyle part of it at first, you know what I'm saying? I used to want to be battle rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Watching people like Meek, you know what I'm saying? Meek with the braids and Papoose, Freeway,
Got
you know what I'm saying? Those was the ones that like, dang, you got to have some bars, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, I always go back to, you know, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? That's more so what I like. Like I like to push out, like wordplay, like talking about something to where people don't always gotta hear the harsh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta hear bitches and all hoes. You don't gotta hear all that. You can hear that real hardcore music with good words. You know what I'm saying? Words that people can understand.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. And you know what? Like, I think it's dope kind of hearing like down south, listening to East Coast. Because I would have thought, well, I guess because East Coast for a long time wouldn't listen to nobody that wasn't East Coast.
Right.
And down south, for a moment, like in the early 90s, y'all took a lot of y'all beats from the West Coast. Y'all was kind of bumping on like more West Coast sound. Right. But to hear like your influence is kind of touching the East Coast a little bit, hearing like Papoose. Like I think you the first person I talked to that I've interviewed from Texas that will bring up a Papoose or Freeway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, when I was coming down here in the summertime, I'm talking about Freeway. They like, no, nigga, Lil Flip is the freestyle king.
I mean, like I say, because, you know, we it's down south. Like, you know, like I say, far as lyricalist, like a lyricist, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, gotta go that up East Coast, but I gotta hold it down for the South though. Cause like I say, you still got Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy. Like they was saying shit that made you think like, dang.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, music, it's all walks of music. It's big, it's very, you know what I'm saying? It's very vibrant, like it's wide. You know what I'm saying? Scarface. You can't forget about Scarface.
All right, man, for sure.
Definitely can't forget about Scarface. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, it's just all around.
Ghetto Boys, man, that's a staple in hip hop. They got a stamp in hip hop. They brought a culture that would last forever.
Because I also feel like people scream Tupac, they scream Pac, but forget about Scarface. Like, Scarface was hard.
I mean,
like,
Scarface hard, but Tupac bigger though.
Oh, he definitely bigger. I'm not taking that from him, but I'm saying, but they, like I say, they forget though. Scarface should have been. I definitely feel like that.
I give you that. I think Scarface is appreciated more down this way
Right.
than it would be up north.
Right.
Not to say that people don't rock with Scarface, but he's definitely appreciated here.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. He gotta be.
So that time, when did you finally jump off and decided to music? I'm gonna pursue this professionally. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm good at. What was the aha moment?
Actually, for me, it was wanting to be in a better position, and I'd probably say about 2019, 2018. I always had a love for music, but
Gotcha.
like I said, I'm one of them ones that like I grab the bull by the horns. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to help my mom. I got sisters, grannies, aunties. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, what made me finally click with music was my bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going on the road with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the world with him. And I'm like, man, this is how I want to be able to take care of my family.
So when you say your bro, who you talking
Yella.
about? Yella.
Yeah, Yella Beezy. Shout out my boy Yella Beezy. You know? Today was his day. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't go how I would expect, how it would normally go. Like, because
So
he funny
what
too.
what was the normal go? How it normally went?
Oh yeah, I took you down through there. Like anybody, I took him down. You know what I'm saying? Not to hurt no feelings, but just, just
Have
for
fun.
the camaraderie of the class, just cool. Like we was all cool with each other.
Gotcha.
So when I finally started to crack on him, he was ready for it. And his voice was so loud, you know what I'm saying, back then, he out-talked me. And I was just like, damn, shit, you can't beat him, join him. For sure.
So at this time, is he rapping?
Oh yeah, like I said, around that time, he was already a full-fledged rapper. Like he knew, like I could freestyle. Like people would come to the garage, you know what I'm saying, my kinfolk garage just to hear me freestyle. But I never attempted to make a song.
Gotcha.
I was that type, throw an instrumental on for the kill that bit. You know what I'm saying? But he could already make a song. So when he incorporated to me how he always, you know what I'm saying, will be in the studio rapping and stuff, I was like, yeah, I really didn't believe much of it at first.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my family we was less fortunate. So I had to help. Like I was the only man in the house.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to do what I had to do. But like I said, in 2019, 18, the end of 2018, I was like, man, and one day we was all at, you know what I'm saying, just chilling, kicking it. And my brothers, you know what I'm saying, they was like, bro, like, you sit around, you meet all these people, like, you right there. You need to start doing something, you know what I'm saying, with that, them opportunities that God bless you with, you know what I'm saying? So I sit back and I rationalize and I was just like, yeah, I do have to, you know what I'm saying, do this because bro taking care of his family the right way, you know what I'm saying? And I want to take care of my people like that. So this is what I got to do.
Got you. So then you jump off, immediately coming into rapping. How soon did you sign to PMG?
Probably like 6 to 8 months into it, because of I didn't want to just initially just jump out that's my bro, you know what I'm saying? He one of the biggest, if not to me, the biggest artist in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want it to be a handout. Like I wanted people to actually respect my work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Respect me as an artist. I didn't want people to be like, oh, he on because of Yella Beezy.
Being with Yella Beezy, you get brought into the label, but you not wanting to be acquainted with, or you just giving the spot because you're your partner.
Right.
Even with with your work ethic, because I know you said that, is there any way to prove to anybody, because people will assume that anyway.
Right.
So how do you prove to naysayers with your work ethic that, hey, no, it wasn't just given to me because it's my man's.
Right.
I actually worked my ass off to get this spot.
Right.
So how do you prove that to those on the outside?
Keep working. Keep working. I try not to do many features, you know what I'm saying, with the big artists that I do know in the city. You know what I'm saying? I try to let the crowd or the fans fall in love with my music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the stuff that I put out. So I try to do like a lot of solo work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of solo projects. You know what I mean? Just to basically show like I don't have to. I don't have to use this name. I don't have to use this name.
Got you.
I'm finna give you Jose Bodega.
But God put a cheat code in your lap, or what biblical people say, God gave you a ram in the bush.
Right.
Why not accept it and use it because it's here? This is what it's here for.
I mean, because like I say, like the old people say, anything given is not earned, and everything is earned is well deserved. You know what I'm saying? So if I look at it like we got work together. You know what I'm saying? We
For
done
sure.
did music,
Absolutely.
but I don't let that be my only push. Like I don't let that be my main focus.
Got you.
I like I say, I grind. Like I come from that. I don't. It's always easier for me to grind. You know what I'm saying? Versus because I come from nothing. So wasn't nothing ever given to me. I don't even know how to accept it. Basically, you know
I
what
got
I mean?
you.
Because wasn't nothing ever given to me coming up.
Why are you scared to accept it? Are you scared because if I accept it, they may be able to take it back away?
No. I just rather, like I said, I'd rather earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like my football coach used to tell me, earn it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Can't take it away from me once it's earned. And like I say, but we do music. You know what I'm saying? We got music together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on a couple projects. You know what I'm saying? A couple songs. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
On bro projects. But like I said, I don't let that be my main focus.
I got you. You
I
know,
use them when it count, like to get me through that door.
got you.
Oh yeah, that's Yella Beezy. Or yeah, I use it when it count. I don't use it out in the open where everybody be like, oh, okay, yeah, he looked out for him. I use it to be like them people that wouldn't listen to you because you don't have a push or a person behind you that the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I use it. I use it where it counts.
Got
you know
you.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna use it where it can actually help me.
Have impact.
Right.
Got
where it won't be. I don't use it to help me get a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Because I'm gonna use it to help me get some money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
For sure. Okay. We're in a time now, and I don't know if I really see this with white labels or even Hispanic labels, but when it comes to black people, it seems like whenever we join anything, we make it a gang
Right.
type of feel. You sign somebody to somebody's record label, you inherit their beefs.
Right.
Why is that in hip hop? Like, why do we see this in hip hop that when you're a person that has nothing to do with it, but this person gives you an opportunity, now you have to inherit all attention? It's supposed to be business,
Right.
but now it become like a gang mentality. Why is it that?
Well, that don't always stand for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people, they might say that, like, oh yeah, you beefing with this person, this your artist. We can't get at you, we gonna get at your artist just to prove a point. But a lot nowadays, that just be internet, like clickbait. Like I don't respect a lot of that. Like, cause coming from the streets, like we was raised up off of codes. You know what I'm saying? Like you go by the code.
But
Like,
I think it's a sign of the times of us getting old because whether us older dudes want to say it or not, the internet is now in the streets.
right. Yeah. And that's the worst thing. Like, and I hate that. Like I hate that because the internet is not only the streets. The internet is the police. Like the internet is like I done seen, and it ain't necessarily all ties with gangster shit. Like I done seen somebody take somebody down and it led them to kill themselves. Like
Yeah.
the internet is a monster. It just depends on how you choose to deal with that monster.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And so I bring all that up to say, kind of adjust the elephant in the room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The tensions of the city, the dualism of the city felt like it's separated, right? Like
Right.
it's almost like you got Yella Beezy fans, you got Mo 3 fans,
Right.
and you can't be both.
Right.
You have to choose a side. It's this dualism.
Right.
But here you are. In your situation, you different. And I'm gonna say this because you and Yella Beezy were actually friends first.
Right.
And so that relationship and that Not saying that Yella Beezy is against the other side or not, but what I'm
Right.
saying is I can understand that if Yella Beezy ever came across any type of confrontation, you would be on this side
Right, for sure. That's
to
my
handle it in a
brother.
more personal matter
Right,
because it's a more personal
right,
relationship.
right.
But if Yella Beezy signed the artist today off of PMG and some things go down, do PMG expect that artist to take on the personal issues and vendetta of PMG?
One thing, it wasn't never no vendetta, but like just because like we also understand that it's a business.
Yeah,
Like if my brother chooses to sign somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's a business decision. The streets ain't got nothing to do with business. So we don't never expect nothing out of anybody. That's the worst thing you can do is expect something from a man anyway. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it ain't his problem. Like, so no, we don't expect for somebody to inherit, you know what I'm saying, a problem if we was to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't expect because at the end of the day, like, that's my brother. So if my brother got a problem with somebody, I got a problem with somebody. But at the same time, we ain't got no problems. You
got
know
you.
what I mean?
So like if you in a club or no, I'll put it like this, you had a family reunion and the
Right.
other side music comes on, what happens? Do you sing the song?
I don't want to hear it because I don't like what it's pushing out.
Got you.
That's just like me sitting in a room and my family member ain't there, and the person who there don't even know that this my family member,
Got you.
but he talking about him. I don't want to hear it. So, like I say, people choose like it's music. People gonna like music. You know what I'm saying? If I choose not to like it, that's me.
Got you.
So I'll just leave the room. You know what I mean? Or get myself away from the situation. That's just that. If I choose not to like something, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I stand on principles. So if somebody has ill will towards family members, like you're not gonna want to hear that.
That's real.
You know
No,
what I'm
that's real.
saying? I don't want to even listen to it because, like, you could be talking about my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. But if I'm at somebody's house and they playing it, I'm gonna just walk away if I don't want to hear it. Cause I don't have to listen to it, but who am I to tell them to turn it off? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, that's real. So like with that being said, like we're in a culture now where hip hop is so dangerous.
Right.
In my prediction, me and a couple of bloggers, we was talking about this the other day. In my prediction, I feel like if hip hop continues on the trajectory that is on, it's gonna get banned.
Right.
And what I mean by banned is they can't ever stop somebody's freedom of speech.
Right.
But like the venues, the insurance, the things that you need to cover an event is so dangerous now because I said on one interview before, we let the shooters take over hip hop. At one point in time, okay, yeah, you had the gangsters.
Right.
At one point in time, you had the pimps. So at one point in time, you had the drug dealers. Then you had the drug users. But now everybody, including the rapper, is the shooter.
Right.
And what not only are they crews the shooters, but the people that's coming to the shows want to be shooters too.
Right.
And so the dangers of how dangerous hip hop is, I foresee that small venues like the Profit Bar and the Curtain Club and
Right.
Trees and Green Elephant will get to a point where it's like, if it's hip hop, you can't be here.
Right. Right.
The only way that hip hop artists going to be able to start doing shows in the future is either virtual or you have to be a major arena type
But
of
they've
space.
been trying to ban hip hop for years. Like way before now. Way before it was like a lot of I like to call it drill music. Like way before it was drill music, they was already trying to ban it when it was just like when way back in the days, like in the early '90s, you know what I'm saying? They was
Yeah.
trying to ban it then. Like they can't take it away. Like hip hop is here to stay. Like no matter how they feel about it, they just gonna make it harder.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you will never kill it because the one thing you do, as soon as you try to suppress it, it gets bigger.
Bigger, right? And they know that, so they just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? They more so. I feel like they try not to let it get too bad, but you know, people been dying for a long time.
For sure.
Like the streets been, it was just the only difference between now and then. The streets was more private back then. Like I said earlier, the internet is now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of people want it, and I hate it that it's like this. A lot of people want to be known for doing shit. Like when I was growing up, if you had a bad motherfucker, I mean, excuse my
No,
French,
you
a
good.
bad person, you know what I'm saying, that was out there like that, like he didn't nobody know that.
Yeah, for sure.
He wasn't even outside like that. That person was in the house, like, and because like nowadays, back and then, people did that because they had to, or people did this because they had to, because they was trying to take care of their family. Like monsters ain't all bad. Like sometimes people get made into monsters. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say nowadays people want the world to know that they're a monster.
Because we reward
They
it.
praise that.
We
Yeah,
reward it.
they praise that. So like I said, I've come from the old school. You know what I'm saying? I was raised up, sitting up under that tree. You know what I'm saying? Watching the old heads play dominoes. Like so, a lot of that is rubbed off on me. You know what I'm
But
saying? I
it's
had
our
that
fault though.
mentality. Yeah, definitely,
Because
definitely.
I feel like every time a past generation try to blame a new generation, we raise this new generation.
Yeah,
It's only us times. Think about it. All them women that was shaking ass in Uncle Luke videos are grandmothers now.
yeah. They
All the
didn't have
ones,
it. Yeah, they didn't have the time to install it in us. Like that was the thing. Like the parents nowadays, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the time. I don't feel like they put in enough time.
yeah.
So if you don't put time into something, it's just gonna grow into be what it see. You know what I'm saying? They gotta learn from somewhere.
And then us being parents now, I think the tough thing about it too is it starts at home, and you try to shield your kids from some things until
Right.
you're ready to have that real conversation,
Right.
only to find out that
They already know
because
about it.
that homeboy at school who has no parental guidance, or they homegirl at school that has no parental guidance
Right.
with an iPhone, just expose your kid to something. Yeah,
Or your kid could be just going through the phone one day
yeah,
and find it they self.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like talk to your kids, like
Yeah, for
you know what
sure.
I'm saying, like explain to them, because it's at the end of the day it's on us. Just like our parents, it was on them, and their parents, it was on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we got the choice, like to make it. Like we got the choice to if your child gonna be like this,
yeah,
because you gotta make them feel comfortable enough to understand that what you doing is the right thing and the example that you lead by.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Because I looked today. Was that today it came out with Dirk and his girl allegedly got into that shootout
Right, right,
at his crib?
right.
Like that's becoming the norm in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of one of those things, whether you like it or not. It's almost like you gonna have to go through it, unless you poppy artist like Lil
Yeah,
Nas X. You ain't
yeah,
never heard nobody try to pressure him.
yeah, yeah.
Like how do you prevent that? Because like you look at you shined up, you dripped up, you're literally like a walking bank vault right
Right,
now.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
so, how do you protect yourself? How do you ensure yourself? Because anybody can get robbed.
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't nobody untouchable. But like I say, it's about principles and character.
gotcha
Like I don't want to have to do nothing to somebody, but I ain't finna let somebody do something to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a little girl,
for sure.
so I'm gonna be here for my daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like I said, it's also about the way that you move. You know what I'm saying? It, like my grandmother used to say, "Oh, that little girl, she loose." You know what I'm saying? Because that was the way that she moved. Oh, that little boy ain't up to no good, because it's the way that you move. Everything is about how you move and how you do things. You know what I'm saying? I'm only trying to protect myself. You know what I mean? But if I have to protect myself, I'm gonna do that.
gotcha.
Definitely.
To the music, was the joint that you got a little Yella Beezy got that was shot with Jeff Adair? Tool on you? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
tool on you.
I seen that boy. That boy was hard. Was that the most? What was the most recent video though? Was that the last one? The latest one?
Uh, uh.
Which one is it?
Oh yeah, nah. The last video that I shot was the statement.
Okay.
My most recent video, yeah, it was the statement. That was shot like a couple of months ago. Um, I actually got a video that's finna come out real soon called Target.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It should be on World Star probably in the next couple weeks. Uh, but yeah, we got another song that's probably finna come out real soon too.
Okay.
We just shot a video too recently.
What? How so? Are you going to continue? Is the plan to continue drop singles and visuals, or is a project in the works?
Yeah, I'm just always working on music. Like
Gotcha.
I could drop like 3 projects right now if I
Gotcha.
really wanted to. I'm just working on music. Yeah, pushing the Mr. Bodega project. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Basically giving everybody a chance to hear it. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Because Dallas big, like Texas is big. So I gotta I've been trying to basically build up a buzz for that project before I just push to another project. I'm finna actually drop a couple singles though.
What makes Jose Bodega bigger or different than anything in Texas? Because it's so big.
Right.
And we know it's artists everywhere. But if you could say like, hey, this that one thing about you that makes you stand out, what would be it?
My wordplay.
Okay.
Like the way that I stack my bars. You know what I'm saying? My format. Like it's different.
Gotcha.
That's why I call myself Bodega. Because it's a lot of stuff in the bodega. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just one style. And that's what separates me from everybody else. I can give it to you however you want it.
Out of you, Trap, and Yella, who work ethic is the hardest in the studio? Who got the biggest, strongest work ethic?
That's hard to say because like far as them, like they basically show me how to do it. Like
Gotcha.
I lead, you know what I'm saying? I follow off of basically what how they showed me, like how they be in the work. Like they both live in the studio. Like they every day. So that's what I basically feel like we all probably right now that I'm taking music serious, like we all be in there pretty much the same.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say somebody work ethic is harder than the next, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we all got the same goal, the same agenda to keep making money. So like and you know, when you jump into that different lifestyle, like when you was in the streets, like you knew that this was how you was gonna make your money.
Yeah.
So with the music, it's basically the same thing. Like you gonna live it
Gotcha.
so you can make your money. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Trap Boy, when I had my studio, he was recording at my studio, Mogul Media
Yeah.
Studios. And he was the first person I saw that didn't like to record in the booth. He liked to pull the chaotic eyeball right next to the engineer.
Yeah, me too.
And right there.
Because basically what it do is, like, with our style, like, you want to see what's going on, and certain people ain't gonna hear what you hear, so you got to see. So basically what I do is, like, I sit, like, right next to the engineer.
Gotcha.
Because I like my bars laid a little different, or I might say something a little slow, so you can set it right here. It's basically about bar format.
Gotcha. And then I know with Trap, he was saying to me, he had picked the habit up from Thug.
Right.
And he was like, it just speeds up the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, when I get to see it, he said, 2, I don't have to come out the booth, let me hear it on the loudspeakers, listen to it, go back in the booth.
Right.
I could just sit here, pop the headphones, play it.
Right.
Okay, pop them on, let's go.
Right.
He was like, the process is faster. But as a studio owner, I'm sitting here like, man, I didn't put this money in this nice booth. And now the trend is no booth at all.
Well, because like I say, you know, with artists, like as you get better in artistry, like you gonna learn like your sound,
Gotcha.
and some people gotta see it. Like me, I gotta see it, so I gotta make sure, because if I can't see it, I can't tell you how I want it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like taking like art for your craft. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like taking a love for your music. Like you know how you want it to sound. Don't nobody know how you want it to sound like you. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. Like, but if I'm in the booth, like I will still go in the booth. It's the same, but if I can have my choice, yeah, I'm gonna want to sit right next to the engineer.
Gotcha. Well, you said the Bodega Project is the name. What's the possible name of the project that you were saying?
My project that's my next project gonna be called Defamation of Character.
Defamation of Character.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, you got a hell of a story, an amazing journey. Hey, man, stay safe out here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you can, man, y'all boys are, a light to a lot of these young boys, these young kids, man.
Right.
You know, Help them learn from our mistakes.
Oh, most definitely. That's
sure.
the goal. That's what we do it for. Like I say, I do it for the have-nots. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? The less fortunate.
Hey man, well keep getting that passport stamp, keep traveling all over, man, enjoying the world, man. And we tap back in soon.
Oh, most definitely.
Hey
Most
man.
definitely.
Hey,
All love.
Jose Bodega, peace out.
For sure.